Good morning and welcome to another video. I'm Andrew and I'm out doing more railway photography. And today I'm going to walk into Leeds following the Midland line from Stourton through Hunslet towards Holbeck. So famous railway towns and names. Now this first spot is Pepper Road Bridge between the Freightliner terminal and Midland Road Freightliner depot and Hunslet Yards, and it gives a great view towards the city of Leeds with trains coming out. And I've missed that, it's a Transpennine. But yes, it gives a great view of the depot and a view into Leeds. It's a showery day today, and I don't know if you can just pick out there's a rainbow that's just appearing over the Midland Road shed there, so that'll be an ideal shot if I can capture the rainbow with the sheds underneath it. Now I'm taking a hike into Leeds. Now I'm walking from Pepper Road along Midland Road to the Freightliner depot, and the rain has started. Now they're quite accessible, the locomotives, if you can get your camera through the fence or under the fence, but I'm not going to bother today. My focus today is trains on the main line. Just at the other side of the line from the Midland Road depot, there's a little access path to the yard. And I think there's a view through the fence if you can get your camera underneath or above the fence. And it looks rather nice with the trains coming in or out of that girder bridge. That rainbow keeps teasing me. It keeps sort of coming and going over the bridge, does that. The view isn't as nice as I'd like. There's a couple of containers dumped there which just spoil the shot a little bit. But I'll see what I can do. There's a northbound Transpennine. Well, the rain's come. The focus was for sunshine and light rain today, and it's absolutely chucking it down. I'm going to use this motorway footbridge as a bit of shelter until the rain passes. I can just see the railway line, but not clear enough to take a photograph. But it's dry. It's keeping me out of the rain for a few minutes. When is this rain going to stop? I've been here for ages. It must be about half an hour, 40 minutes I've been hiding under this bridge while it's been raining. Come on, I want to get some photography done. I'm right on the edge of the rain. It's absolutely chucking it down. But looking the other way, there's beautiful blue sky, so they're just right on the edge of the rain band. There's a slight lull in the rain, and I'm looking at the diagram, and there's a light engine at Stourton near Freightliner terminal at the moment, and it's coming north. With this brief interlude in the rain, I'm going to see if I can get a shot from the top of this motorway bridge, because there's a glimpse of a view south and a little bit of a view towards the city. One great thing about these motorway bridges is that they can there's some wonderful angles and structures that you can use to lead your eye. One's here, whereas I can get my camera through this railing and it leads your eye right the way down to another motorway bridge and a train coming out from the city. It's a shot I've done a couple of times. I think there's an opportunity of just capturing a glimpse of a train coming out from under that bridge. Thankfully the rain is stopping as I walk through Hunslet, past the Hunslet Engine Works and the Manning Wardle offices here. You know, it's said that Leeds produce more locomotives than Doncaster or Crewe, but the engines that Leeds produced were obviously industrial locomotives, you know, your tank engines, your steelworks, your colliery engines, your dock engines, industrial locomotives. So not your famous mainline engines of Crewe or Doncaster, but a really important locomotive manufacturing centre was Hunslet. Look at that, the rain has stopped, thank goodness for that. And this is overlooking the line back towards Hunslet. Now I'm just looking at my phone and there's something coming from York to Carnforth. So I'm going to hang the camera over the bridge and just wait for it to come. It's just at Stourton at the moment, so the timing is just about right. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. To be honest, I didn't expect it to be a steam engine. So that was a nice surprise, was that. And I did run over the bridge to get the back end of the diesel going away. So we'll see how that one looks. But yes, after getting soaked, which I'm thankfully drying out now, that was a bit of welcome reward, I think. Now Hunslet blends into Holbeck, and these motorway bridges give a great view of the railway line, and there's some opportunity for some fantastic angles if you can get the right composition with the railway line, with all the motorway bridges and these footbridges and things. There's opportunities for some quite striking shots if I can get my creative head on. dear, right, this rain again. There was that 802 that I really wanted to shoot coming round the bend there, but the rain came down and I couldn't really talk to the camera. Oh God. Right, I need to go find some shelter somewhere and regroup back under a motorway bridge while I dry all my camera gear off. Now, there's a fella in a tent just down here, so I don't want to disturb him too much. And I'll be on my way. Yeah, there was a fella under the last bridge. I didn't want to disturb him, although he was just hungry and cold, was the poor chap. Yeah, what a bloody dump. Although I might have a go at taking a picture of that shopping trolley full of rubbish. Now I'm close to Holbeck now, and there's a nice bridge here, which is the slip road of the M621, and it runs over the line, which gives some gritty urban feel to the shots. I wonder if that's a railway enthusiast electrical engineer. I've just sneaked into a company car park and there's a nice view of this steel iron girder bridge. And I do like the legs on these girder bridges. And we've got an 802 coming out of Leeds. So I'm looking to see if I can hang over this wall and get a shot of it. Well, the light is fading very fast now. This is Holbeck, and that's just silhouetted is the old London North Western viaduct line out of Leeds, with the Midland line running underneath it. I want to try and get something looking pretty desolate really, with the dark sky. There's obviously the Northern and the Transpennine units going past, and I think there's an incoming Transpennine that I'm going to try and capture underneath the old bridge there, and make it look pretty desolate. Right, looks like the rain's coming again. But there's a couple of southbound trains out of Leeds and I'm going to go for the wet gutter shot. And why not? It sums up today. I've been soaked You won't believe this. The last couple of trains, I was laid in the gutter, in the wet, in the rain, the mud, and I got a train going into Leeds and a train coming out of Leeds, and I forgot to press record on the flaming camera. What an idiot. Anyway, if they're any good, I'll show you the photographs. The rain's coming again, and it pretty much sums up today, you know, the rain, the weather. But I'm hoping you've enjoyed that walk from Stourton to Holbeck into Leeds, and hopefully there's some photographs there. But that's it. I'm gonna have to pack it in now, and I shall see you on the next video. Toodaloo, bye bye.